Hello, this is Don with Autonomous Services. Today is February 19th, 2019. Today I did one gutter cleaning job and a pressure washing job. I live in Northern Virginia. It's pretty cold at this time. Today was about 40 degrees. Um, Last week I wasn't too busy. I only managed to make about $1,000 revenue. Then the week before that, I managed to make only 1,400. I was able to get a pretty decent sized job that took a couple days to do. Um, I do have somebody working with me right now full time. When we're not working on jobs, I try to have work around my house and I try to still pay him um, every couple of days. He makes pretty good money. Um, but the point of this video is it's starting to pick up. Um, it's not as busy as it was, let's say, before Christmas. Before Christmas, it was extremely busy. Then it slowed down. Then it started picking back up in the last 2 weeks. I would say the last 2 to 3 weeks, it started picking back up for me. Our season really doesn't kick off until March. Once when March comes around, we get pretty busy. With the last couple of years, I've been so busy that I don't even start mowing grass until the middle of April because I'm making so much money doing other things like landscaping and pressure washing and stuff like that. Um, Lawn care is good. The money is good, but you can make a lot more money in other things because you need to face it. Anybody can mow grass, okay? Anybody can mow grass. Really, that's where it all boils down to. But when you teach yourself other skills where you can charge a premium amount of money, that's where you start developing more income. Um, so today I did a gutter cleaning job. The guy, in fact, lied to me about it. He called me yesterday. He said that he lived very close to me in my area, and in fact, he doesn't. He lives the next city over. However, I did need to go look at this pressure washing job that called me on Saturday. I did not work yesterday. So I told the guy when he called me about the gutter cleaning, I basically do it off of prices that I already know off the top of my head. An average two-story house gutter cleaning job, I try to get $199 now. For a one-story house, I'll do a one-story small house for $100. But there has also been times where I've done one-story houses for like 175, $200. If they have gutter guards and if they're 2 stories, I try to get a little bit more. We did a gutter cleaning job a couple weeks ago for $300. I've done a gutter cleaning job one time for $600. That was the most money I've ever made doing gutter cleaning, was $600. In fact, I told him that amount because I really didn't want to do the job, but it was well worth doing. But to go back on to the guy that called me today about the gutter cleaning, he said he had a one-story house, so I told him it was going to be $100. at least $100. And the guy said, he started boo-hooing and said, oh, well, I got to think about it. The guy that did it before, he pressure washed my deck and did my gutters for 200. Then, I was already going up that way anyway. Or supposedly he lived in my city, which he didn't, but he lived close to me, okay? And I had to go do this pressure washing job today. So I said, hey, the best I can do is $80. And he said, okay, I'll do it for $80. So I went and I did the house. And it was very quick, okay, but it was a 2-story house. It was not a 1-story house, okay. It was a 2-story house. Yes, it in the backyard was 1 story, but the front yard was 2 stories. I mean, it was about 20 feet up in the air. The back was only about 10 feet, but I would consider this house a 2-story house, and I was a little pissed off. I should have kept to that $100 price. But I was able to, luckily, the house, the roof was walkable. In fact, I walk pretty much 90% of our roofs that we do. I have cougar paws, and I walk up because it's just the fastest way to do it is to get a good leaf backpack blower, and I just blow them all out. I mean, an average gutter cleaning job takes 30 minutes, okay? Now, if we need to use the ladder, it takes a little longer, but an average gutter cleaning job is very quick. As far as the pressure washing, it was for my insurance agent, for my car insurance agent. He's a new agent, and he told me that he was going to try to get me jobs. He said, I'm going to get you some pressure washing jobs. And I mean, if really when people say that, I don't think about it. I just, it just goes in the back of my mind. Because people say all kinds of things, I'll get you work, I'll get you more work, whatever, I don't take any of that to head, okay, I just keep on going with my day. But the pressure washing job was a pretty quick job. It took about two hours. Now pressure washing, I make no less than $100 an hour doing pressure washing. I mean, I wish I could do it all day, every day. The machine's a lot cheaper, but that machine, that 8 gallon a minute, makes me no less than $100 an hour. And mostly I'm at like 125, 150 an hour mark on an 8 gallon per minute machine. I can do a house within way under 2 hours. Okay, I can do a house within an hour to 2 hours, an average size home. So that's why I want to do more pressure washing. But when you're doing it in wintertime, I don't have I keep everything outside, and I have to blow out all the lines, and I have to put antifreeze in the pump and everything every time I use it up until March, April, until it stops freezing. But I did a pressure washing job last week for $600. It was a house. And that guy called. He lived about an hour away. I don't know how he got my number, but there's good money in pressure washing. That's why I'm trying to go more towards that route. But I need to start making more packages and start selling more packages. I need to work on that because I haven't been doing it recently. I'm just happy to get the work that I can. So that's about it. Thank you for watching Dynamo Services.